So our honorable presence, hello. First, I thank my friends, all the teachers of UNSET, and I thank the members of the committee, of the scientific committee for this organized seminar. And I thank you also on the important topics of seminar with values in the world of mathematics. So our contribution here based for some discussions about the space of intuitionistic fuzzy sets. So firstly, we can give, we can so the work objectives of this discussion based on study, as we can say, how to create a comparison measure between two intuitionistic fuzzy sets. So the creation of measure for comparison between two or three or four fuzzy sets is very difficult to create the type of this measure to comparison between intuition and fuzzy sets. So here, our contribution to give some examples of measure comparison in space of fuzzy sets measure. Firstly, the applications of fuzzy logic are endless in many areas of real life. These concepts solves the puzzle of many problems in the mathematics. The application, and its applications were not limited to the scientific and technical field, but also extended to the social sciences. Among these sciences, the among the issues that complicate the work of research is how to find a comparison measurement between the two fuzzy sets. So we can define the space of fuzzy sets, intuitionistic fuzzy sets. So A equal defined with this following expression, and where the two function phi and psi to the interval, the value interval 0, 1, and the condition where the sum of two functions included in the interval 0, 0, 1. So we can call it the intuitionistic fuzzy sets index, defined by this following expression. So we can introduce that the fuzzy sets include in intuitionistic fuzzy sets. So the operation of union or intersection or complement defined in this space as definitions where the union I and B equal defined by this expression. So the complement of A, where A is a set, a subsets in space of intuition of fuzzy sets, defined by this expression. So we can define an operator D. This is a symbol of intuitional fuzzy sets. X is universe, is very extended than sets. So we can call this operator the difference between intuitional fuzzy sets if it satisfies the two properties, the condition 1 and the condition 2. We can introduce other condition, condition 3, intersection, condition 4, the union, and condition 5, the difference between two subsets, intuitional fuzzy sets. So, and let you define the map D. We can say that D is a divergence measure if for every pair of puzzle sets A and B following the condition are satisfies the 4 conditions. In this situation, we can say that D is divergence measure. We introduce an axiomatic definition of a measure of comparison of two intuitional fuzzy sets. Recall that the dissimilarities measure for intuitional fuzzy sets from D, defined by the product between the space, the F, intuitional fuzzy sets, QR. It fulfills the following properties, 1, 2, and 3. Then we can introduce that the distance between A and C defined by these results. So we can give some examples for the dissimilarity, measure dissimilarity when defined by this expression, where phi and psi is a function. So let X be a finite universe, and let EF as we can intuitional fuzzy sets denote the set of all intuitional fuzzy sets on X, a map, the symbol DEF, so to R. So is a divergence measure for intuitional fuzzy sets if for every A and B subsets of intuitional fuzzy sets space, it fulfills the following properties, the 4 properties. The 4 conditions assure that the DEF is a divergence measure. We have discovered that the following distances are divergent measurement between all the intuitional fuzzy sets. We have proved it in the paper in journal of fuzzy logic. So the Hausdorff distance. The Hausdorff distance, we can introduce or we can prove that this distance is is a divergence measure. So we have the Halim distance. We can prove that this distance is a divergence measure. This distance defined by its following expression. And the normalized Euclidean defined by its following expression. So this distance proved that we can consider a divergence measure in space of intuitional fuzzy sets. Thank you for your attention, and we can take some references. Assalamu alaikum.